Right,
Hi.
back on. You got there. I
Can
got
you see me now?
see you loud and clear. I can see.
All right, cool.
That's
How
good,
you
man.
doing?
That's
Can
good.
you
That's
hear me
good,
fine?
man. Huh?
Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you loud and clear right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my fault about the delay, man. My fault about the delay. I'll get the phone juiced up, man. My phone was juiced up. But hey, welcome to the platform. I want you to tell everybody your name.
Hey, what up? I'm Reeceeraps.
Okay, so how you get the rap
So
name
loud
though?
in the
Like,
background.
how do you get the rap name?
Hold on 1 second. People kind of loud. They just screaming for no reason. It's
They
kind of
lit,
weird.
man. They lit, man. It's Friday night.
I mean, no, why y'all screaming for no reason? Let me sit back over here. I felt like the lighting was better over here. Sorry, y'all.
Facts,
Hey,
facts.
what up, Gabe? How you doing?
So how you get the rap name?
So Reeceeraps. My name Reese came from my granddad. He nicknamed me Reese when I was a kid. He used to, I guess because my middle name's Sharice, so he probably nicknamed me that. But when I finally started rapping and taking it seriously, I was like, I can't name myself, and I never went by nicknames or anything. So I went by Reese, but I didn't know what else to put after Reese because Reese was taken already. So I went through some names and I put Reeceeraps because it's what I do. But then people started calling me Reeceeraps because it was my Instagram name, and then eventually I just changed everything to Reeceeraps.
Dope. That's a very cool name right there. I guess it didn't take that much thought in it. Sound like Reese Rap though. It's pretty cool though. I guess it's like Chance the Rapper, kind of the rapper. I think it's kind of unique though. Oh man, Reese left. Oh shit.
Hey, my bad.
You good? You good? You good? You good? You good? So how long you been rapping, taking it serious?
Taking it serious since 2018. So it's
Okay,
been about 3 years since I was like, all right, I'm gonna start going by Reese. I'm gonna get on Instagram. I'm gonna start getting in the studio, actually doing songs and stuff like that. So it's been about 3 years.
facts. Okay, you been doing it. What was like? What was your first time in the studio? Like, what song did you record the first time you got in the studio?
I recorded one song. The first time I got in the studio was like my birthday in 2018. So this is not the actual studio I end up using. But my first song was called The Distractions to Happiness. It was something I wrote in like 2015. And it was something I wrote for my mom. And it was just a song about, it's actually on my project. It's number 5 on the Diary of Pie EP. And it's about negative energy and just staying positive and just sometimes when you linger on the past, it distracts you from true happiness. So that's the first song I ever recorded, and I did not like how it sounded. So I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I sound like a little kid. But then I was like, no, I just need a different studio. I need somebody to guide me, like as a producer engineer. So that ended up coming to me like a couple weeks later, and I was able to re-record that song and do some other songs, and it really landed right. Hey, what up, R&B Key?
Facts. What did you have to learn about being in the studio for like the first time? Like, what was that experience like?
So it was kind of rushed. I mean, it wasn't because I had been in the studio with my ex like for his music before. So for me, it was rushed because I was on somebody else's session and they just gave me like the last 30 minutes. And so that was probably a reason why I didn't come out how I wanted it. But when I actually got into the studio with Kate Biggs, it was definitely it was liberating to be able to finally get off this music that I was rehearsing and reciting and doing over YouTube beats and stuff like that. So when I actually got it recorded and I had something, even though it's intangible, but it's still tangible, or a CD or something with the actual music on it, it was just like I fell in love with my music, and I was like, yo, like I don't even want to hear shit else. Like I just love making music, and to create a song that's timeless, that's gonna live forever. It was just a beautiful experience, and I immediately became immersed in it. I went from having no songs to like 13 songs in like 2 months. Like just I really got into it and really was into getting this project done and completing the song.
Like when you go to the studio now, is it easy for you to come up with like songs? Is it easy for you to like make music?
So I usually have something prepared when I go to the studio. Now I don't overthink it when it comes to like the beats. Like if I don't come up with a melody immediately, then I'm just moving on. So nowadays I like to listen to a beat. I'll press record on my laptop or any type of record. You know, if I'm not by a studio, I'll freestyle melodies, whether it's words or not, and then I'll add words later. So if I don't think of nothing immediately, then I'm moving on. So that's why I feel like I've really been tapped into my sound, because I've been particular about not forcing it. Because before I was trying to force stuff, it might take me a couple weeks to think of like a hook or something like that, and I'm just not forcing it no more.
Right, right, right. So how many minutes did it take you to come up with something, or how long it would take you?
It depends. It might take an hour to finish the song. It might take a couple hours one night, and then I'll have everything finished but a few bars, and then I'll come back to it later. So it really just depends. But to come up with melodies and come up with melodies for the hook, a few seconds. Like literally instantly, once I hear the beat, I'm going to hear a melody if I really rock with the beat.
Now you did Diary of a Pothead, the video, and it got like 31,000 views. Did you know it was gonna blow up that big?
That's on Facebook. Yeah, it got. Yeah, I mean, it was a cool video. It was inspired by Outkast video. Hey y'all. So it was just really cool. I really was. Shout out to Carolina Blue Films, because it just was a vibe. So it felt really good to have people actually watch it, and for it to be like it's just a cool vibe. It's different. I like for my videos to be different. That's why I don't have a whole lot of videos, because I'm very particular about what I put out there. So I'm excited for more videos to come. But yeah, Diary of Fire is always gonna be a classic video, classic song, and I feel like even more people gonna
Shoot.
discover it, and just down the line is.
Hey man, I fuck with it. And Hey Y'all is probably like one of my favorite music videos of all time. Like, got to be in my top five. And that song is dope as fuck. Like, I forgot how amazing that song was. Andre 3000 is one of the greatest songwriters of all time. Like,
Yes,
the song is amazing. The
it
hook,
is.
he actually was supposed to name it Mom and Dad, but he had changed the name. I know the whole backstory behind it.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be
You
Mom
know
and
what's
Dad.
crazy? I remember when that video premiered. When I was a kid, it premiered on 106 in Park, and they premiered that and then I Like the Way You Move video in the same time. In the crowd, you could tell like the I Like You Made Way You Move video was a lot of girls and a lot more like shit going on. They had the whole band and shit. So I remember that being people liking that video a lot more than the Hey Y'all video in the crowd. They're like, oh, where the rest of the band members and stuff like that. And so it's just funny how it aged, and the Hey Y'all video is just revered so much. Like the long term, it's revered. It's looked at differently. So
How old you?
how old was I?
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 27.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay, okay. You're only 3 years older than me. Yeah, I can't. I was like a little boy. I was like 7 years old probably when that came out. Like seven.
You were probably younger than that, because I was about 7. You was probably like, it came out
No,
probably, what year it came? It came out 2004. So I don't know.
no, 2003 actually. Oh,
2003?
it's actually 2003. That was their last album together. That's their last album together.
Box of Love Below?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was about 8. No, I was about 10. I was 10.
I think I was either 6 or 7 at the time, but my God, that was the greatest song. That's a great song by the way. It's actually a sad song though. Hey y'all, it's actually a sad song though. Actually,
That,
yeah, it's actually sad though. Talking about that's a whole different conversation, but it's really a sad song when you actually
I'm going
listen
to
to
have to
them.
go back and
You gotta
really
listen to the lyrics and read the lyrics though.
think you got it. You think you got it, but got it.
Yeah, He said nothing lasts forever at all, at all. You talking about the relationship.
Right.
This song's real deep though. Who
Nothing is forever. Yeah, he's talking about
relationships?
relationship. Yeah,
Oh,
that's real life shit.
like, are you who? Do you write your lyrics, or do you have songwriters, or like how does that go?
I write everything.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, everything that's out, choruses, verses, 100% written by me. So yeah, I really my music is a form of expression for me. So I can only tell my story and my experiences in the way that I do it. So sometimes I might have like Charnel's on my project. So sometimes I'm not able to sing everything I write because I be writing like some shit. So I'll just bring in someone else to sing it. But I'm open to collaborating with different people. But yeah, everything. I really couldn't imagine though rapping someone else's lyrics or singing someone else's hook. I could see someone coming in and writing their own hook and singing it themselves or writing their own verse or doing something like that. But I really am particular about my music and writing all of
When
it.
everybody else do it, why not, man? If it can get you if it can get you a hit, man, fuck it. If it can get you a hit, it's all about putting you on Billboard. Why
I
not?
got some hits, man. Just wait.
You
But I
had
got
big.
a lot of different stuff, so it's like I can write. Like that's what I'm really excited about dropping new music because my music has changed so much from Diary of 1 second. So that was like 3 years ago. So when I wrote that back in 28, actually, Diary of a Piehead, I started that when I was 19. All the verses were written when I was 19. And then the hook was something that I came up with later, and I put them old verses to that hook, to that new hook. So it's that's like a different stage of me. So I'm really excited. Like if you've heard Pro Vibe is a hit. That's very simple. It can reach different markets. Like so, definitely stream Pro Vibe. That's my most recent song I've dropped. I dropped that in April, but I got a lot of cool songs. I'm really excited to put out there because it's really different from what I had before, but it's still me.
Now, are you a real vibe though in Pro Vibes?
Huh?
Are you a real vibe like the song Pro Vibes?
Yeah, I'm too chill, man. I'm just like I go with the flow. I'm an Aries. I'm like a fire sign, so I'm like
Okay,
a fiery sign.
what month is
Huh?
that? What month is that?
April. I'm an April Aries.
Okay, okay. Uh,
April March.
Now you said you was sipping on some type of wine, and then I couldn't pronounce it. What wine was you sipping on in that first
It's
verse?
actually not wine. It's kombucha.
What is that?
It's like a tea. It's like It's like really like bacteria. It's like probiotics. It's really like a culture. It's like a old. It's like ancient. It's hard to explain. It's like an ancient tea, and it's like bubbly kind of. It got like, cause I don't drink pop, so it's kind of like you can't shake it up and open it because it's gonna explode. So it's like a seltzer kind of tea, and it's really healthy for you. It helps with digestion and different things. So it was just something like fuchsia, kombucha, and I don't hear a lot of people rapping about kombucha, so might as well put it out there.
That's definitely something. Don't you feel like that right there deserve a video?
Yes, and it will be getting a video. But like I said, I'm really particular about. I have video. I have it all written out and everything. So the video on the way soon.
Do you
So
direct all your videos?
yeah, I co-directed at least, if not fully directed it. So I co-directed and help out with the creative direction. I come with an idea. So I know my friend Charnel was helping creative direct this one, and so it's gonna be a bunch of different vibes.
So Dario of a Pothead, are you a big smoker?
No problem.
Are,
What'd you
are you
say?
a big smoker? Are you a big weed smoker?
I was more when I wrote it when I was 19. But yeah, I smoked weed. But now I'm like, I'm not a pothead though. I mean, it depends on what do you define a pothead as?
Somebody who wake up gotta smoke before they go to bed. They gotta smoke. They have to smoke throughout the day to
Then I'm not
function.
a pothead. But I do smoke like a lot, but not like I'll smoke like I smoke bowls and stuff. So I'll smoke like it might be like 4 o'clock and I'm just now smoking for the first time. Like I'm not like a couch potato or someone who gotta smoke weed all the time. But like I definitely do smoke weed. I'm open to smoking weed. Like, but then at the same time, I feel like I don't really need to be smoking weed. Like I could quit because like I don't smoke it all the time. I'll go a couple days without smoking weed sometimes. So But then I'll buy weed again, and then I'll be smoking. So I'll smoke today, but it's not like a necessity. I'll hit the bowl once, and then I'll lay it down. And I don't be super high unless I'm smoking with other people, and then all the blunts are going around. I'm like, oh shit, I'm high as fuck. Like, I don't really be getting high like that.
Do you be hot boxing?
Do I get what?
Do you be hot boxing?
I don't like hot boxing. I just feel like I be like trapped if I'm hot boxing. I really don't like hot boxing. I be wanting to crack the window and shit. Like, so I don't like a lot of car. I mean, I do be smoking in my car, but I wouldn't call it hot boxing because I'm not smoking like mad blunts. But if I'm smoking with people, it's usually not in a car. But if we do hot box, I do be trying to ruin the hot box because I just be feeling claustrophobic, like all the smoke in the car. And then like if something happen, like say a cop come or something like that, and you got all this fucking smoke in your car, but then letting the smoke out your car might lead people to like, oh, over there they smoking in the car. So it's like it's kind of fucked up that weed is illegal because we don't be hurting nobody, but I don't be hotboxing for real.
Right. So like, do your weed man give you like prices off on how you look though?
I don't think so. I don't think I get the I don't get the pretty girl discount. No,
So you
no,
never try
I
to negotiate
don't.
with him?
I don't know. I don't like to get discounts on a lot of shit too. I like to just pay what it is, you know, like so you don't expect nothing from me. Like I'd rather you just charge me what it is and leave me the fuck alone than to give me a discount and then be like, oh well, I gave you that discount, so now what? So I'm just a person where I don't allow people to even come at me like that. Like, just like treat me like you treat your nigga customers. I feel like don't treat me differently because I am a female. I was posting that about like studios and different people you work with, like just in the music industry, videographers or anything. Like, don't treat me differently because I'm a female. Treat me like the niggas because I'm gonna pay like the niggas for you to leave me the fuck alone. And then if you're not, then I should get it for free. I shouldn't be paying anything.
Right. And just because you said you made a post, you said just because someone is single doesn't mean they want to entertain or obligated to entertain anyone. Can you explain it?
Yeah, because people will be like, oh, are you single? And then they'll just suspect that y'all should be talking just because I'm single. Like, nigga, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't have to talk to anybody because I'm single. Like, some people are single because they want to be single. Some people are single because they've been in relationships back to back and they just want to be by themselves. But everybody, like, I don't like when people act like, oh, you're single. What's wrong with you? You must be crazy or something must be going on. It's like, damn, can I just be like, does a relationship define me as a person? Because it's like, they don't act like that with dudes, but with females, it's like, yo, if you don't got a man, it's like something's wrong. Like that's your fault, or you like I gotta be seeking a man. Like when it comes, it comes. I'm not looking for it though. I was in relationships for 5 years straight from when I was like 19 till 24. So it's like I'm good right now. It's been 3 years. I'm good. Like I'm good.
Are you toxic?
Huh?
Are you toxic?
Am I toxic?
Yeah.
No, I'm not toxic. What does that even mean though? Like, no, I'm not toxic.
You know what it means. You know what it means. You know what it means.
Yeah,
You know
I know what
exactly
it
what
means. I'm not toxic. Define toxic though.
toxic, that's a good word right there. You know, breaking up, making up, having casual sex with a lot of people, lying, doing all that right there.
No, I feel like I be minding my damn business. I
the
feel like with
fuckery.
me, huh?
It's nothing but fuckery, basically. The fuckery.
I feel like with me, I just be minding my business. I feel like people shouldn't be in relationships. A lot of people are in relationships when they shouldn't be. A lot of people got problems with themselves. A lot of people got insecurities. A lot of people just be in a relationship just to be around somebody. And some people need to sit the fuck down and stay to yourself. Like, so you can't be toxic. Like, be toxic to your damn self. Learn yourself. Meditate. Grow yourself, and then
What's your
a relationship
definition
will
of being
start.
toxic?
Huh?
What's your definition of being toxic?
Always arguing. That's a toxic. I've been in toxic relationships, but I don't feel like that made me toxic. Like
I don't want to say arguing all the time is toxic. I mean
that
fighting,
is
beating.
toxic. Arguing
I
all the
mean,
time. You
all
should
couples
not.
gonna go through ups and downs though.
No, you shouldn't be arguing every day though. You should not be arguing every day. Like you just shouldn't. Like there's no way. Like you should be. You shouldn't be with somebody if y'all are bumping heads all the time. Like I'm an Aries. I was with a Taurus, and like we were always bumping heads, just because we both stubborn people. But that nigga was more stubborn than me, like,
So
and it
you
was just.
blaming him? That's toxic right there.
I do be blaming the other person. You should hear my songs. I'm about to drop. I'm like, yo, I ain't never wrong in these situations, but it is what it is.
Are you
It's that
are you
toxic shit.
masculine or are you feminine?
I feel like I'm both, but yeah, I'm in a relation. I was. I'm both. I'm both. I'm an Aries, so I'm naturally gonna be more masculine. You know, as I'm a leader sign. You know, I'm a fire sign, so I'm gonna be more masculine. I feel like, but yeah, I was with a male that was more masculine too, so it was like we was both wearing the pants. Maybe that was the problem. But then it's
Why
like I
wasn't you
don't want no
submissive?
feminine dude either, huh?
Why wasn't you submissive?
I feel like a woman is not going to submit to somebody that they don't trust to lead.
Can you submit to somebody who make less money than you?
Yeah, if they have a plan. If they have a plan. I feel
What
like
plan?
if you have a plan and I trust your plan, yeah, I could submit to you if you made less money and if you had big dreams and big goals. Because it was never about money for me. You know, I made more money than my ex at one point. At certain points, he made more money than me. We was together for 4 years, so that was a problem. It was a problem in our relationship that I did make more money, but I looked at it as you should want me to make money because that's more money for the both of us. You know, like we are team, so like we should work together and make money. But I feel like it's an insecurity thing, but that's not my problem.
You're right, because it's everybody else's fault except yours, right? Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
you know it. You
That's right.
catching on quick.
Right. Don't talk to people who say that. But yeah, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. Uh do you have sex videos with your ex in your phone?
Do I have what?
Do you have sex videos with your ex in your phone?
No, I don't.
You
Definitely
think
don't.
he got some of yours in his phone? You think?
I don't think so. I think we had niggas had androids and shit. This was years ago. Niggas got different phones. I don't think so though. I don't even think we did that. I don't think so. I feel like though, if y'all are doing that, you should definitely like delete that shit after you're done with them. That's weird to keep videos of someone you're not talking to no more. I feel like that's a nigga thing to do, to keep videos of people like after y'all done talking, because it's like, why would you even want to see them no more? Like that's a little weird.
Mm.
Can you tell me why dudes do that?
I don't know. I don't do that no more. I don't have exes anyways. I have mistakes, but that's a different total subject right there. I don't have any exes. Uh, right. I do think that's a little bit suspect in my humble opinion.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little
Uh,
weird because like, what? Why are you going? Like, you should delete that. You should be like, I'm deleting. Wait, what did I say? One of my songs, I said deleted all our photos. Like
no,
she on
what?
social media, deleted all our photos, and I don't know. Like I don't. Once I'm done with someone, I'm done with them. I don't want to. I don't want any photos of you, like at all. Like in my phone, on my Facebook, nowhere. Like you're gone. Like you're erased from my memory. Like I wrote that song too. Like
Mm,
so. Those are unreleased though. But I got a lot of relationship shit that's unreleased that I'm excited to get out because I haven't put out a lot of my relationship songs.
what struggles and pitfalls have you experienced coming up out of Charlotte as a female artist? Are guys just trying to fuck on you and have sex with you and take advantage of you?
Um, I mean, I would say that I can't really complain too much because I feel like there's a certain level of respect that dudes have with me. I mean, there's just a certain level of respect. Like I don't get like disrespected too much, but just in Charlotte in general, I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's a weird market. I'm gonna just say that it's a weird market.
Why is it weird?
It's just weird. Like it's hard to explain. It's
What's the
very
weirdest?
like I come from the outside. You know, I'm not from here. I'm not from Charlotte. I've won awards in Charlotte, so they show somewhat love. It's like a weird. It's a weird thing though. Like I don't. I'm not from here. I get it. I'm not from the Carolinas at all. So I'ma always be an outsider. They're very. It's very clicky out here, so it's just weird and clicky, and I just feel like for what though? But at the end of the day, whether I'm in Charlotte, whether I'm in Pittsburgh, whether I'm in California, what you can't deny is my talent, my work ethic, my ability to bring stuff to Charlotte. I brought so many events to Charlotte, and in the process of bringing even more events to Charlotte and working on it. So it's like you just can't deny anything that I do for Charlotte. So it is what it is, but it's a weird market. I don't really get it, but it's Charlotte. It's a lot of potential for growth. It's a lot of potential for a lot of things out here. You just gotta hone in on it, and that's what I'm doing.
What awards have you won in Charlotte?
I won Female Hip Hop Artist of the Year in 18 and 19. So,
Okay.
and I moved here in 2018. So that was the first year I was here. So it's like
Who
weird stuff. Like people will like. I heard people were like mad about that, but I didn't know until like after the fact. But I heard people were mad about that because I had just started. I had just started in 2018. I was winning awards. It was could have been premature, but I mean, it is what it is. So,
who
it,
hosted these awards?
huh? Queen
Who
City
hosted?
Awards.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like they've been, I think, coming up on 15 years. Queen City Awards. So it's like politics about that within itself, or if that truly represents Charlotte or whatever. But I don't be knowing what's going on because I'm not from here, and I don't be like I have a lot of acquaintances, but I don't be in the mix like that to get in the wraps of any drama out here or anything like that. So I'm kind of like on the outside, but I'm in the mix, but I'm on the outside still. So, but yeah, it was some things about that winning the award or like something like that, but I did. So but
Right.
it's cool. It was something cool. It was like for me, the awards were just saying like, "Yo, you're on the right track," because you went from someone that wasn't an artist, half a year doing it, already winning awards, and it's like, okay, now I am an artist. Like I'm telling people I'm an artist. People know me as an artist. People are respecting me as an artist. They respect my music. That I have good music everywhere I go. Like people listen, they clap, so it's like I was getting a lot of love. I get a lot of love everywhere I go, so it was really, it was cool. It was just cool. Like it was validation that I'm on the right track. That's all it was for me.
Right. Right. What's your favorite song to perform?
I'm gonna say the Diary of a Piehead. That one, no matter the crowd, no matter the age of the crowd, no, like if I had just one song I could give you and nothing else, and you could kind of know me better as a person, it's gonna be Diary of a Piehead. It's the rapping mixed with the singing. It's the lyricism. It's my first song I really like pioneered out here or start performing. So it's definitely one of those songs that I just love performing because it wraps everything up and it shows hip hop. It shows that I'm like, yo, I really do this. I rap, I write, I perform. So yeah, I'ma always love that one. I always love starting my sets with that as well.
Okay. 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 Do you have a least favorite song that you like? You have a least favorite song out right now that you put out that
Out
you
based I would probably say my song Like Me.
and why?
I just don't like it. Well, it's a cool song, but it's like it's very like because I got a few songs where I don't sing on the hook and it's rap all the way through, and those were kind of maybe the most challenging for me. But it's a lot of other people like it. It's just more on the trap side, but it's like a West Coast type beat, and it's not as melodic as my other songs. But it's just like I can kick it in the hills and Nikes. I sweeter than some sugar, honey. I see. You ain't never met a chick like me. Guarantee you will never meet a chick like me. It's just like, all
Mm.
right. So that's probably my least favorite. But as far as like mixes go, All Nighters is my least favorite on the mix.
Mm.
Yeah, but
What do?
besides, huh?
My bad. What you about to say?
I said besides that, I mean, I love all my songs, but if I could pick, I would say those ones.
Right. And then in the Charlotte base, you just said being a woman in hip hop is a blessing and a curse. But now it's the era of women to really rise above and be seen. What's the blessing and the curse of being a female rapper?
The blessing is that you can really get a lot of recognition because you are really a minority, you know, in a male dominated game. So you're gonna always get like more eyes. But it's a curse because I mean, it's easier to get people to listen to you. It's easier to get people to see you as a female, but it's harder to get them to listen to what you're really saying and that you really got skills. Like I can, like whether I'm male or female, I pride myself on my bars being unisex. I don't do a lot of like pussy talk in my rap or shit like that. So it's like my bars are really like you just change the she to he. A dude could be rapping this, and so I want to be respected as a male for my craft. You know, I'm not just good to be a female. I'm just good. Period. So I just feel like it's harder to get respect as a female artist, but it's easier to get seen
Do you
as a
respect?
female.
Do you respect the females who did the XXL? Like the freshman list just started. How do you feel about the females who performed on there?
I haven't seen the whole freshman list.
Well, the ones you did see though, with
I
Ruby
seen
Rose.
Polly Ray's. That's the only one I seen.
Yeah, that went viral. What's your thought on that though? Because I thought it was terrible. It was straight garbage.
I thought she had her own swag. I don't
You
think it
trying to
was
get a Cola
garbage.
Ray feature? That's what you're trying to do, right? You
No,
trying to
no,
get that?
no, 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 no. Look. I don't think it was garbage. I don't. So I don't think it was garbage, but I also don't think it was the best freestyle ever. Like, I think she swag, she rode the beat, but for a XXL freestyle, I think she took it more like a song, you know, than a
That shit was
freestyle.
the worst shit I heard in my fucking life. She started twerking. That's when you do when you run out of everything. Okay, when all else fails, I'm gonna just shake my ass. And I was while she was shaking her ass, I was shaking my head and rubbing my hand in my head like this right here. What the fuck is this?
Hey, you know what? I don't think it's the worst thing I ever heard. I think if it was one of her songs and the beat, it would have, people probably would have been bumping the song. As a freestyle, maybe it wasn't the best just because it was a freestyle, but uh, I don't know. I'm indifferent about it. I wasn't like, I watched it, I wasn't like, yo, this is straight garbage. But I wasn't like, oh, this is amazing. I was just like, oh, all right. so
Right, right.
So yeah, it is what it is on that one. So that's the only one I seen though.
Do you have dreams and goals of being on the freshman list?
Um, yeah, I mean it's cool. I feel like that's not my main focus, but yeah, I mean it would be cool to be on it. Yeah, for sure to get recognition on a national scale, you know. But it's not like, yo, I gotta be on the freshman list. Like they didn't even put Drake and Nicki Minaj on it until it was too late. Then they had they cover, you know, on XXL. So it's like people have done it without being on the freshman list. It's
I
not
don't even feel like that shit matter no more. Nobody reads magazines anyway. Like they get the
right.
I feel like they get to pick it wrong every year anyway, in my humble opinion.
It's a lot of politics involved and popularity involved. So it's about that. So it's like naturally, I don't feel like it's a toss up for me because I'm not the norm. You know, I'm not what everybody else doing. So already, but then you see Tierra Whack Cooper's on the freshman list. So it's like she's not the norm, but it's a toss up. You know, it could be, could not be, but I'm gonna make it other ways regardless. I don't think I ever seen Anderson Paak on the freshman list. I don't think, and I fuck with Anderson Paak heavy, so it's like it's a I gotta know my lane, and my lane is not that main lane. It seems like so. It's just it is what it is. If I'm on it, great. If not, great. I'ma still be popping.
Could you be in a relationship with a guy with weaker bars than you?
I already was.
So he was a
No.
rapper as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh wow,
No, he
wow,
could
wow.
rap though. He could rap though. But he used to try to tell me my shit was trash, and then I found out he was jealous of me. He just didn't want me to excel further. So
Hmm. How did you find out he was jealous of you?
cause we were like 4 years in, and I'm helping him with his career, rap career, or dreams of being a rapper. And he's like, "Well, you need to get your own hobby." And I'm like, "Bro, I had my own hobby. I was rapping, and you told me I couldn't rap. You told me I wasn't allowed to rap." And he made me pick him over rapping. I had just started rapping though. I was like 19, and he made me pick him over rapping. And so he was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have did that. I just didn't want you to excel further." And then I started trying to rap again after that, and I had the worst writer's block, and it wasn't until a few months later when I actually left a relationship when I start finding out I still had it, and my creative energy started flowing and stuff like that. So yeah, he was definitely hindering me on the musical tip, but he definitely changed the direction of where I was going with it too. So I'm grateful for the direction change, because when I first started, I was doing a lot different things than what I'm doing now. So it's different for sure.
Right, 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 right. Okay. Right, right, right. I understand that. I understand that. And then you said, you got your head shaved though. You had made a post about that. You got your head shaved. What made you do that though?
Cause I used to wear fro hawks and braid the sides and have my fro out. And then one day I took the braids out and my fro shrunk, and it was like I was damaging my hair because of the fro hawks. And my fro was like, it was a little baby fro again. I was like, bro, I'm tired of this shit. I cut it. I'm very impulsive. I decided I wanted to cut it, and I cut it.
So what is the name of your hairstyle you have now?
I fuck with it. But like it's different. My hair was always different. I always had very unique hairstyles. But I be sitting down in the chair. I say I'm all about letting all my artists be artists. Like the barbers and artists, the hairdressers and artists, makeup artist is an artist. So I just say I'm not trying to have them do commission work where I'm telling them exactly what to do. So just like you could be free, my head is a canvas. So she was able to do her thing, like, and just do her thing. My barber just did his thing. This is like something slight on my haircut, but he's done put African fists in my head and all types of shit. He's a real artist. So let the artist be artist, so I can be how I am as an artist.
Is there a name for that?
A name for what?
For your hairstyle?
No, not that I know of. She
Right,
just be doing her thing, man. I think these are like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a butcher it.
right, 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 right. And then one of your songs you said you can't tell I'm dead inside. You can't feel victimized. I picked the side. What you meant by that?
So that was the caption I started writing. And I just feel like a lot of us we be going through the motions, but I actually did that at a I did that. I made it a poem. It's like a 2 minute poem I wrote earlier this year without no beat or anything like that. I just feel like a lot of us are distracted. Like I say, what happens when depression meets distraction, when passion meets an action? I don't want to be a wannabe, but who am I exactly? Just asking. Because everyone seems to have it all figured out. Well, let this be my unmasking. Like, I just feel like a lot of us don't know what the fuck we doing. A lot of us going through the motions. A lot of us trying to figure it out. And we wear this mask to try to hide that, you know? And it's just how we gotta pay attention to how we really feel inside. And sometimes when you allow your mind to be still, or when you allow yourself to be in deep thought, you realize how you really feel. But then you might not know how you really feel, because on a day to day you want to move, you going, you know. So it's just a poem I wrote, but it's real shit.
Right. I mean, rap is basically poetry, though, in my opinion.
Rhythm and poetry. That's what rap stand for. So it really is poetry with rhythm. I started doing poetry first before I started rapping. It was I was always a good writer. I just had to get my delivery together when I was 19. But like my whole life, I've been a writer. I wrote a little mini short film when I was a kid, and wrote little books and wrote all types of stuff, fan fiction. Wrote. I'm a writer, so period. Whatever I do, I did internships where I was writing blog posts and articles and stuff like that. So I'm just a writer at heart.
What was the name of the fiction you wrote?
The short film,
The short film.
it was called Elevator Homicide.
What is it about?
I'm dropping a song called Elevator. So, but yeah, it's called the Elevator Homicide. It was about like it was me and a couple other girls, and then it was a homicide in the elevator. But it was one of us who was the killer.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, I was like in sixth grade when I did that because I was
okay.
in so we did different stuff like that in the gifted program and stuff like that, and filmed
Do
it.
you,
They had little fake Oscars for us and stuff. I acted in it too.
do you grew up playing instruments?
I played the trumpet for a little bit, but I quit.
Okay, okay.
My dad played trumpet, so yeah, I don't play any instruments. My voice is my instrument though. Nothing,
Any musical roots in your family?
huh?
Any musical roots in your family?
Yeah, my mom raps. My mom writes and raps. Like, like she's been doing it before since the '80s. Like she's one of the original rappers. Like up in Pittsburgh and was in writing for this rap group and freestyling. So I mean, it's a part. She do it for fun. She always did it for fun, like jokingly. She'll do goofy raps and stuff like that. But yeah, that's why it's definitely in my blood.
It's hereditary.
Yeah.
What about your pops?
My dad's computer science. He's like the opposite of my mom. So he's
Right. Okay.
mathematical and scientific and stuff like that. My mom's more artistic. So yeah, they definitely I don't get the rap skills from my dad or the rhythm or anything from him, but I definitely get a lot of my other smarts. I love math. I was going to school for computer science a little bit, but yeah.
Now, do you believe social media is destroying reality?
Yeah, it is. Because, I mean, all the things we look at in this little phone, like, it's not real. It's not real. I like to think, like, that's why I really don't watch TV. I really don't be on stuff because I used to get so outraged over shit. And I'm like, yo, would I really even know about this if I ain't have if I ain't have electronics? Like, if I would not know about it if I ain't have electronics, then it's not real to me. And that's how I try to look at things because my emotions are real, my feelings are real, and it really affects us. The social media and all that stuff, and all these people that we don't know, like it's really fake. Like what's real is everything around us and the interaction, but we missed out on that because look, I'm on the phone talking to you right now. This is not real, even though you're real. I'm real, but it's a phone. At the end of the day, this is a medium, and it's crazy how far technology has came that we're able to even do this, but it's not it's not actual factual as if we were sitting face to face.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's why it's a blessing, though, man. I can reach miles away and still be
Right,
connected with you. Ain't
right.
no time of distance in this. Uh, I feel like it's kind of like the Matrix deal with social media, though, man. Like watching the Matrix. You ever seen the Matrix? You know,
Yeah, definitely we in the matrix for sure.
kind of like
You're,
when people get on social media, it's kind of like the Matrix, though. They think the this is Zion, Instagram, social media is Zion, but it's really not, though, man. It's fake. It's a fake reality game world. Like it's
it's
bullshit.
a distraction. Everything is meant to distract us from true purpose, true life, the real shit, nature, all the things that really matter, the things that are really real. You know, people, nature, like that's what's real. Not everything else is fake. So it's like it's all meant to distract us from what's real.
How long you think somebody should put in their craft every day?
At least like 3 hours a day,
And why 3 hours a
two
day?
to
That's a
three,
significant amount of time. People working 9 to 5s, 12 hour shifts, and 8 hour
2 to 3.
shifts.
You gotta do something for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you going that out, that's gonna build up. So even if you could put in like, all right, I'll say 2 hours, 2 hours a day. put in 2 hours a day, that's gonna compound and that's gonna end up like a lot over the course of a year and everything like that. So I just feel like you gotta always get better. And it's sometimes hard to find time to write and do things when you're doing everything else. But even if you don't have time to write, like get out there, talk to some people, meet some people, you know, it's always something you could be doing to grow. Learn from some people, watch some videos. So it's always something you could be doing. And 2 hours a day, you're gonna be really far in a year.
I feel like, in my opinion, you should put at least 30 minutes, an hour a day, like really, if you want to chase your dreams or your goals, though. Because I mean, everybody can get at least 2 days off and work or whatever. It's possible to chase your goals and still work a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. For me, I'm like kind of all or nothing. So it was hard for me to balance the 9 to 5 and what I do. Like once I was so into my 9 to 5 selling and being number one sales agent and doing that. But then once I discovered music and like that I really wanted to do music, I was so into music and you know I performed like over 100 times within a couple months, you know, just to get my feet wet. So it was definitely like it was more like 3 4 months, but it was definitely like an experience that I just immersed. I just moved from one thing to the other, and then my 9 to 5, my sales start getting lower and stuff like that, just because I found a new focus. So it depends on what you do. If you have to do something where it takes passion and it takes for you to be dedicated, and it's not just an hourly thing, then it may be difficult to juggle the two because you got to really be skilled and balancing it and just knowing like while I'm on the clock, I'm focusing on this job, and then while I'm off the clock, I'm doing other things. So I'm doing shit for my music while I'm on the clock and just mixing the two. So it definitely became a lack of interest for me.
So you don't work a 9 to 5 no more.
Not no more.
Okay, how long has that been?
Well, first time I quit was November 2019, and then after COVID, I was throwing events, and then after COVID, I went back in May, and then I quit again in March of this year. So yeah, I went back to the same job and then I quit again in March. So it's been about almost 6 months now.
So is music really fun than paying your bills though, like keeping your lights on in your house?
Yeah, I feel like I have some money saved up. I'm making money doing events. I was doing some other things. So you just gotta have multiple streams, you know. I'll sell food every now and then. I have a vegan cooking page, so like I'll do a lot.
Yeah, it look
Like
like you're in shape though, man. Was you athletic in high school or you at the gym a lot? Like you look
no,
very athletic.
nah, I don't work out at all. But I don't. I was never really athletic. I always quit. Like really, rapping is a thing I haven't quit because I was always like quitting shit. Like I did track for like 3 weeks and quit. And I did step for like a half a year and quit. And I'm just never really athletic. But I don't eat meat, so that might be why. I don't eat meat or dairy.
Interesting diet right there. Have you ever dated a fan though? Any of these fans when you at these shows, are they trying to like approach you, trying to holler at you, or they're trying to take you out?
No, I haven't ever dated a fan. I don't really like even being friends with fans.
Why is that?
because because I feel like when people are a fan of you, Reese, it's like it's me, but it's still a persona. I feel like I'm a real person, like outside of the music. So you may be like I had a friend that was a fan of Reese and wanted to be friends with Reese and everything Reese was doing, but I don't think she liked me. Like I think it was like a jealousy thing at the same time. So it's like I don't know. I don't like because fan is short for fanatic. You don't really want fanatics in your.
I like say, I just like their music. I'm a supporter. Do you find it quite strange that some people support these strangers and these artists they don't know, these celebrities they don't know, for the support somebody they do know? God damn, it's bringing up.
I mean, people like what they like. That's what I came down to it at the end of the day. People gonna like what they like. They gonna do what they do. So I can control it. If I'm not your cup of tea, I shouldn't have to force it down your throat. Like if you want to listen to it, you listen to it. If you don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it. And I
Take it or
found,
leave it.
huh?
Basically, got to take it or leave it.
Right. And that's how. And it's like I found like even with my old friends, like I used to feel like, oh, you don't really support my music, but then I drop Pro Vibe. Now you posting it all the time, and you fuck because you just really genuinely fuck with that song. I cannot force you to like every song. I cannot force you to be a supporter. You're gonna do what you want to do. If you want that to be, I want my music to be able to reach you regardless of whether I'm your friend or not. I don't want you to just come just because I'm your friend, or I don't want you to just come to a show or come to a listen. If I want you to come because you're a genuine fan of what I'm doing, so if you're not, then you're just not for me.
Hey man, I appreciate you. I see you getting up right now. I appreciate you stopping by on the platform, giving time out your day. Thank you for coming by.
But yeah, let me know what you got coming up. I definitely will be dropping some new music soon. Pro Vibe music video is coming soon. I got I'm working on a project right now, relationship based project, all my relationship songs. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but I even recorded a few dope songs yesterday. I'm just really excited to show people how my sound has evolved. So I think that's the next stage because I've definitely changed from the last phase of me, and I know this next project is gonna. It's getting my music's getting better and better in my opinion. So, but the classics are still the classics. It's still timeless, and I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful. I'm blessed to be able to have talents come from the gods and shit like that. So like, yeah, I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what you got coming up as well.
Hey man, I'm definitely about to put this on my YouTube channel ASAP. You have a beautiful night.
All right, thank you.